Alright, and then this is an example also from 1.9. This is problem number 18. This is probably the hardest problem in the 1.9 homework set. It's actually a preview of what we're going to be doing later on in the semester in Chapter 7, Section 4. So if you get to this problem, if you want to look ahead in your textbook to Section 7.4, I'll show you how to do it by hand. Okay, we're not doing it by hand here. Right, we're going to graph these. So x plus y equals 1. That's a line. Okay, I know it's a line because these are both to the first power. Right, that's the tip off it's a line, but I also know it's a line because if I subtract x from both sides, I end up with the x's canceling, and I end up with y equals negative x plus 1. And if you remember, y equals mx plus b is a line, and m is the slope, so our slope is negative 1, and then the b is the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is 0, 1. So I'll plot 0, 1 for the y-intercept for this line. And then the slope is negative 1. Remember, we can think of slope as rise over run. So I could write negative 1 as negative 1 over 1. And then the rise is negative, so that means we go down 1. And then the run is 1, so that means we go to the right 1. And what this gives me is a list of instructions to go from one point to the next on a line. So from that y-intercept of 0, 1, I go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. And then I can just keep doing that, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, over and over and over again. As you notice, I'm hitting these diagonal corners on this thing. So I'm going to fill that line in. Alright, so there's that that line, the top equation. Now, the second one is a circle. So this circle, if you remember from the equation of the circle, that has that x minus h squared plus y minus k squared look to it equals r squared. That means the center, is you take the opposite of these numbers, so the center, I'm just going to use C for center, is the opposite of 4 is negative 4. The opposite of 2 is negative 2, so the center is negative 4, negative 2. And the radius squared is 25, so that means the radius equals 5. Alright, I switched. I've decided to do the circle in blue. The center is negative 4, negative 2, so there's negative 4, there's negative 2. Alright, and then the radius was 5, so from there I just counted over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made that circle. And notice I hit here, and it's hard to see it, but if you blow it up, it kind of goes past the line, and it comes back and looks like it hits it again. Right roughly there, with those 2 points. Alright, the 2 points that I see here are 0, 1, not 1, 0, which makes a difference. And then here it's negative 1, 2. It looks like it hits it also. Alright, and then the second part says check all solutions. So we have to plug these 2 points into both equations to see if it works. And I'm going to plug them into the original. So I'm going to erase this work here so you can see the original. Alright, so the check, obviously, both of these work in the top one. If I plug in, remember this is x, this is y, this is x, this is y in an ordered pair. If I plug in negative 1 for x, I get a negative 1, and then y is 2, so plus 2. Negative 1 plus 2 is equal to 1, so it works here. Okay, so negative 1, 2 works in the top equation. Does it work in the bottom equation? Negative 1 plus 4 squared plus y, which is 2 plus 2 squared. Is that equal to 25? Well, negative 1 plus 4 is 3, and 3 squared is 9, plus 2 is 4, 4 squared is 16, and 9 and 16 is 25. Okay, So it works in both equations. So negative 1, 2 works. And now we're going to check 0, 1. Okay, obviously 0, 1 works here. 0 plus 1 is 1. Alright, so it does work in the top equation. And then if I plug in 0 plus 4 squared, I get 4 squared plus y is 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 squared is 9. Oops. Sorry, I should have written 3 squared. Is that equal to 25? Yes, the same thing we saw before. This is 16 plus 9. It's just in a reverse order. So that works also. So 0, 1 works. Negative 1, 2 works. So the solution set here, I have the little set brackets, is 0, 1, comma, negative 1, 2. And you don't have to put them in any particular order, just as long as they're both in there. Okay, you do have to put the points in a particular order, but I could have had the negative 1, 2 in front and the 0, 1 in the back. But as long as you have both those points,